G'day my friends, Marty Ware here. Look, I've got a cool video for you today, and it's about this underground permaculture worm farm, and I'm going to do a harvest from the castings and show you exactly how this worm farm works that I come up with. It's pretty damn cool, I reckon. Marty's garden is all about compost worms, composting, farming worms indoors and out, and growing some of the most awesome food around. You can learn how by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
Welcome world to the Marty's Garden Show.
I don't mind to slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor. I don't mind selling out or playing cover song.
Alright, so before we get into the video, if you want to learn more about worm farming, head over to martysgarden.com.au. There is a free video worm farming crash course in there to help you get started. And if you want to go further, do the masterclass as well. Alright, so here we have, I'll bring this closer, it's quite heavy, full of worm castings. It's been out in the garden for a while, it got hot, I brought it inside. It's an underground permaculture worm farm / indoor worm farm. It does both, has a dual purpose. But before we get into how it works and how I made it and come up with a concept, let's have a look at the castings inside, because it's got the exactly same bedding as what was in the hungry bin. It's a broken down sawdust with coffee grounds. A little bit of other things in there, you know, from food and stuff like that. But it'd be interesting to see. Does it look different compared to the hungry bin harvest? Alright, now I haven't got any idea how many worms are in here, guys, because it's been outside and they've been going up and down through it and in the garden and all that stuff. So we'll soon find out. Now, let's grab the camera and have a look inside. Alright, so we've got the worm farm here, and as I said before, I've got no idea how many worms are in here. Karen's on the camera today, my daughter. She does a great job. So we've got a bit of food in the top, and we sort of baited them in the centre to see if they'd come, but I never got round to doing it real quickly, and obviously that baiting has stopped because they've eaten it all. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it over. There's a bucket inside another bucket, so I'm going to get that out there like that, and that's got all the liquid that's gone down through to the bottom to the second bucket. And I'm going to pour this out, so it's really heavy. Get a good shot on this, Karen. See what's in the top in here. Now this is interesting because it's the first time I've ever emptied this, and it's been probably sitting for about 3 months, I would say. I'll put it inside the other bucket so I don't make a mess. We'll grab our little claw here and we'll have a look around inside. And then we'll do a comparison compared to the other castings from the hungry bin. This is pretty interesting. There's a heap of worms in there because, as I said, it's been out in the garden and I don't put it in the second bucket, and they move in and up through the garden and in and out of the bucket. It's a permaculture worm farm for an underground system, but it's pretty well populated, and this is something that I'll have to go through here and get these worms out. There's quite a lot. What I want to do here is Karen's going to focus on this here. This is the hungry bin worm casting, which is exactly the same material bedding as the underground one. So let's have a look at this and have a look at the difference. Okay, that is more of a compressed, heavier worm casting. This is more lighter and fluffier, and I got a funny feeling that's because of the density of the two worm farms. The hungry bin holds a lot more material, where this one holds a lot sort of less, and it's not compressed as much, and it doesn't have any smell. There's no anaerobic smell at all. It feels nice and light and fluffy, and that's what I'm normally looking for in a worm casting. Look, they're both good worm castings, so don't get me wrong, you wouldn't throw one away. And there's quite a lot of worms in here, isn't there, Karen?
Yeah.
And they look really quite healthy. Just keep digging through. There's a lot more than I thought there was going to be. There's even like there's a cocoon there next to my thumb. Can you see that on the camera? Yeah? Is it coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, bringing them indoors, I believe bringing them indoors really helped. And I'm super excited about how well. So here's the bottom layer. That would have been hitting right on the bottom of the worm farm. Look, there's a worm as we sort of crack it open there. So every handful I'm going through, I love these little tails that they get on the end of them. Little, like, look at this guy fell like this. Look at this one going. Off you go, mate. He's trying to get away. Try and help him out. I like to herd my worms, being the worm herder that I am. Nice shiny surface on the exterior, which shows good quality worm casting again, and that's pretty much finished. So as we dig through here, look, I've got probably a few thousand worms in here. That's pretty exciting for me because it means that I can get them out and then populate another worm farm and keep the underground worm farm going. It's just a matter of just going through and sort of sifting this, I guess, and getting the little worms out using my sifter. But now let's have a look at the actual worm farm because we can see that it's doing quite well. And I would have lost a lot of worms into the garden. So I'm going to grab it here and show you the first. It's a 2-tier section. How's that going with the camera, Karen? Can you see everything all right, darling?
Yeah.
She's doing a great job there. Right, so the first tier is this one here. We'll put this one down. And a lot of air going through. Now with permaculture worm farms, you're not really worried about the worms escaping because we want them to go into the garden and do their work also. And we want a lot of airflow. And in the bottom here, I've got quite a lot of holes. There's probably about 20 holes all drilled through there in that muddy existence. And good handle. Plenty of holes in the top of the lid as well, in the circle there and the circular motion. Now, when you've got holes top and to the side like that, it creates a vacuum which will circulate the air. If you've only got it coming through the top, you're not creating any type of vacuum at all. It's like when you open the door at one house, at part of the house like here. If we open the back door here and the side door and then the garage, the vacuum goes bang, and that's what we're creating. We're creating this vacuum for the air to circulate, and that helps really well. And this cost me, I think, $12 from Mitre 10. So Mitre 10, get their little plug there. I don't often shop at Mitre 10, actually, to tell you the truth. It's too far away. So bringing it for indoor situation here now is the bottom bucket. Now I started drilling holes because I was going to actually turn this into another outdoor worm farm, and I thought, you know what, I need to keep this in the bottom for when I bring it inside. So inside the worm cave when it's too hot outside. So winter time, this goes out into the garden full of bedding and worms, and it doesn't sit in this bottom bucket. That will sit on top of the plant, around near the garden like that, anywhere where you want to fertilise. So whenever you're watering in, the water will go through, grab all that nutrient, flush it into the garden, fertilise your plants, and the worms will move in and out as well. Now you can put more holes around the bottom here and dig it down deeper if you want a more permanent solution. But I found when I was picking it up and looking underneath, there was plenty of worms down underneath in the ground. So it was working. We didn't need the side holes as much. Unless you've got thousands upon thousands of worms in here, then that might be a consideration. So now that this farm has come into the man cave, we're catching our liquid compost down below, putting the worm farms in like that, and we're going to be building more of these in the future because I reckon they work really well. And if I can breed lots of worms in these and use it as a worm farm and possibly something into the future to be a little money making worm farm system, because they'll all stack on top of each other, that will be even more awesome.
Dad, stop freaking out.
Freaking out about what?
There's no spiders on the blue bucket, so calm down.
No spiders? Well, there's been spiders underneath here because I saw some cobwebs on here this morning. So did you see that on my face, looking for spiders?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
even think maybe subconsciously I was thinking about spiders. Really, I was thinking about worm castings. This one versus this one. And I don't know, maybe this has just got more moisture held into it at the moment. But if I was to compare the two and say which was the better, this one is the better casting for me. If I was going to buy someone said to me, which one would you want to buy, that one or that one? I'd go, I'll have that lot, please. And I'm just going to sift through this now, get all my worms out of it, and use these worm castings. We'll put them in a bucket for a while, and then I'll use them a bit later on. I've got about 7 or 8 buckets there now. Karen can have a look behind here. If you just bring the camera around here, Karen, in front of this chair. They are all full of worm castings. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 actually, and then we've probably got another 1.5, 2 over here. So we've probably got 9.5, close to 10, 100 litres of worm castings now. All right, what do you reckon, guys? It's a pretty cool worm farm, right? So if you want to learn about worm farming, you want to solve all your problems fast, not have any hassles and hiccups, head over to martysgarden.com.au. Do the free video worm farming crash course over there. That'll help you get started and on your way. Now, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. It helps the channel quite a lot. Leave a comment down below, any questions that you may have about the blue underground bucket worm farm. It's pretty cool, and I will happily get back to you. And I'll also have some more videos coming out, worm farm related, garden related, casting related, all that type of stuff coming real soon. Have a great day, happy gardening, and we'll see you at the next video real soon. Bye for now.
Well, I don't mind to slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor. I don't mind selling out or playing cover song, just as long as friends and family sing along. And I don't need more money or a faster car now. Don't need a magazine to call me a superstar, no. I'm gonna take this little house and make a home, and then I'll never have to face my nights alone. 'Cause in my heart I hear you speak, and on my face I feel you breathe next to me. To by land, by air, by sea, and that is how it's supposed to be. Now, and that much I can say now. I'm pulling loaves of bread down from the shelf, and how rare it is that I stay up past 12. In the backyard we are going to start a garden. If that don't sound mighty good, I beg your pardon. 'Cause in my heart I hear you speak, and on my face I feel you breathe next to me. To by land, by air, by sea, and that is how it's supposed to be. Now, and that much I can say now. If they don't love us, we don't need them. Let's find our own brand of freedom. If they don't love us, we don't need them. Let's find our own brand of freedom. I don't mind to slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor anymore. anymore.